TT, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever experienced the sensation of deja vu? OTT! Have you ever experienced the sensation of deja vu? It's a bit spooky, isn't it? Because everybody is like into like the paranormal nowadays, aren't they? And I think the paranormal is like Philip Schofield's hair. It's a bit of a grey area. And speaking of hair, I saw Dickie Davies today, and his hair's gone completely white now, all except for a black bit right down the middle there. Because everybody's looking for answers nowadays. They want to know things like, why did it cost 40 quid to go and see the Three Tenors? Who was the first person to discover you could get milk from a cow? And what did he really think he was doing at the time? What would you say to God if he sneezed? Bless you, I don't think you would you? Because I went to a séance last week, and instead of using a Ouija board, we used a Monopoly board. And we contacted Elvis, and within an hour, he had 4 houses on Park Lane and an hotel in Mayfair. Because a lot of people believe in reincarnation, which means that when you die, you come back as something else. And I read in the paper that a bank in Germany has got special accounts for people that believe in reincarnation. So when you come back, you've got some money to come back to, which I think is a really cack idea. Because you could come back as anything, couldn't you? You could come back as horse or a tree. And if you got made into a tree, you could get turned into something else, couldn't you? Like a park bench or a doctor's throat stick, and people would go, ah, all over you. It isn't very pleasant, is it? It's plausible, but it's not very pleasant. Or you could even get turned into like a fly. And if you get turned into a fly, what good is a bank account going to be to you? None whatsoever. Imagine the problems you're going to have trying to withdraw 30 quid for a night out with the boys. And even if you did get to the bank, right, the chances are you're going to be queuing up and somebody's going to tread on you like that, right? And even if you did get the assistant's attention, right, he's hardly going to hear your stupid little fly voice going, oh, help me, I'd like to withdraw £30, please. And the fact that you've got 6 legs and 200 eyes is going to be no advantage when it comes to filling out a withdrawal slip, right? It's not, right? And even if you did get the money out, the chances are you're going to get mugged on the way home. You are. A fly walking down the street, right, or walking along the pavement with a wad of fivers tucked under one wing is going to draw a little bit of attention to himself. And if he was walking along the pavement, he wouldn't be called a fly. He'd be called a walk, wouldn't he? No, please. What I'm trying to say to you is you can't take it with you, so send it to me. Wherever you go, there's always some div on the mobile phone. When I was really little, right, I used to have braces on me teeth, and when we went out, my dad had put fridge magnets on them for a laugh. What I've never understood is why nobody ever invented a toothbrush with false teeth on the outside, so it made you look completely normal. So I'd done it myself. Look at this. Look, I look completely normal now, don't
I? And Bully's special prize, the Taj Mahal. Hey, Joe. Nice bit of stuff, this, isn't it? Eh? But look at what you could have worn. Super smashing dress.
Do you know what they reckon? They reckon that humans are the only animals on Earth to laugh. How do they know that? Just because animals don't laugh don't mean to say they don't laugh. It just means they don't laugh in front of you. That's true, isn't it? It is true. Because you might be sitting there watching the telly with your dog and something really funny might be on the telly. You might be laughing your socks off going, ah! And your dog might be sitting there going, well, what's funny about that? I just don't understand that. And at the end of the programme, he might think, oh, I fancy a tiddle, and get up and go out. And as he gets out the back door, he might go, oh, I just got it. That could be why dogs go out at night, just to have a good laugh. You don't know that. I know see, I know about animals laughing, right? Because when I was little, I used to have a tortoise, and her name was Flair, and she lived in my back garden with a fence built all the way round her to stop her escaping. And one day, I went into my kitchen to make myself a cup of tea, and as I went past the window, I heard a giggling sound coming from the kitchen, right? And it went, like that. And I looked at it wasn't in the kitchen. I looked at it, it was coming from the garden. And look, and Flair was, I said, Flair, was that you laughing then? She said, what? I said, I heard a giggle sound coming. It went, was that you? She said, look, I'm eating the lettuce. I can't eat with lettuce. Oh, well, I can eat with lettuce in my mouth, but I can't laugh with lettuce in my mouth. She got a bit tongue-tied at the time because she had lettuce in her mouth. Right? So I left it. I didn't want to push her because I know what she's like when she goes into one. So I made myself a cup of tea. As I came out of the kitchen, I heard it again. It went, and I looked at her. I said, was that you again? Was that you laughing again? Was you giggling? And she went, look, I'm eating a tomato now. And as she said that, a single pip flew out of her mouth and went, ooh, Georgia. The next day, listen to this, the next day, things started to get a little strange, right? Because I looked out the window and I saw Flair walking about the garden. Like this. But as she was walking about the garden, she was shaking her legs. Thus. And dirt was falling out from the inside of her shell. And the next day, things started to get even stranger, because not only was she walking about the garden, shaking her legs, thus, with dirt falling out from the inside of her shell, she was also whistling a tune, which I found rather familiar, which went dum-dum, dum-dum, da-dum-dum. Dum 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 dum. And that night I heard her throwing a tennis ball against the wall and catching it. But the next day my motorbike went missing. And I looked out the window just in time to see her taking off and escaping into next door's garden. And I've never seen her from that day to this. No. What's the odds on that happening twice in the same show, eh?
Eldorado Television.